He calls himself the Prince of Phoenix, a fitting title for a man who's been crowned 3 times in 2 different disciplines of combat sports. Henry Cejudo is the only athlete to win an Olympic gold medal in wrestling and win a UFC championship. And he's done that twice, at 2 different weights.
Becoming a gold medalist, that was my blueprint. That was my blueprint to becoming the best in the world in the sport of mixed martial arts, even though they're 2 distinct different sports.
But Cejudo's reign in the Valley didn't come easy. The youngest of 7 children, the fighter grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment in Maryville and shared everything with his siblings, including his bed.
Actually, I didn't have my own bed until I was 17 years old when I arrived to the Olympic Training Center.
His humble start is now a thing of the past, but to this day, Cejudo still likes to share. After buying his own house, the prince opened it up to as many people as he could. When his coach asked him to make room for just 1 more, he had no idea what Brazilian fighter Bruno Silva would bring to the table.
I already had some people living with me or staying with me at that time. It was 3 guys. I had 3 training partners staying with me. And I was like, man, 1 more. So I'm kind of like, Eric, I have any room, dude, I can't do it.
He needed to work on his wrestling, and Henry needed a guy his size to work on his striking and jiu-jitsu, which Bruno both had. And so the combination of those together, they could work on each other's weaknesses together. And that's kind of why I advised Bruno, hey, you need to come to Arizona.
Cejudo eventually took Silva in, and the 2 have been a powerful pair ever since, training together, coaching each other, and finding success in a sport that appears to be more combative than it is communal.
Actually, we're real good friends. We're like brothers. He's helped me a lot. I'm helping a lot with everything.
When people ask me about my successes, who's made you? It's your training partners. And for me, my main training partner has been Bruno. It's like he's like my sidekick. I'm Batman and he's Robin. But you can't have Batman without Robin or Robin without Batman.
Much like Cejudo, Silva also comes from an adverse background. Growing up in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Bruno was a butcher while also mastering the sport of jiu-jitsu.
The glue that kind of holds us together is ultimately it's the way we grew up. It's adversity, it's obstacles, it's desire, it's will, it's the dream. And that's something special about Bruno and I.
And that bond extends beyond just fighting. When Silva came to America, he was faced with a language and culture completely foreign to him. But that didn't slow him down 1 bit.
When you move from another country, you need to learn everything again. The culture is different, the language is different, the peoples are different, everything is different.
While teaching Silva about American culture, Cejudo also gave him a taste of the American dream. The reigning double champ decided to share his spotlight
And presented Silva with a contract
that officially makes him a UFC fighter.
I've been this road for 10 years just to get in UFC. So that night was special for me.
After 3 years, the 2 still train and live together. It's a true testament to their bond both as fighters and friends.